Do you ever find yourself digging through Power BI trying to find one crucial piece of information? Or setting up really elaborate filters on an entire column just to find a single entry? What if you could search with a search bar? Hi, my name is Anne from Adair-Major Consulting, and I help you transform your data into meaningful insights in Power BI. Starting today with the new text slicer in Power BI. The text slicer is still a preview feature, so if you don't see this icon, then you need to enable it by going to Settings, Preview, and enabling Text Slicer.
All right, now for the fun part. I've got a sample report open here. On the right, you can see a typical long and honestly quite annoying list slicer for product description. This is exactly what we want to replace. First, I'm going to click on that old slicer and hit the delete key. Let's make some room for something better. Now I'm going to head over to the visualization pane. Since we've already enabled the preview feature, you should see the new icon for the text slicer. A new empty box appears in the report canvas. Let's drag it over and resize it. Of course, right now it's empty because it doesn't know what data it's supposed to search. Let's bring it to life by adding the column you want to search. For me, it's the product description column. I'm going to just add that into the field. And just like that, it's working. You'll see the text input box already ready to go. The difference is immediate. To test it, I can click inside and just start typing. Let's try blue. As I type and click enter, the table to the left instantly filters. The painful searching is already gone, replaced by a simple fast text search. That's the basic setup. You can already see what a huge improvement it's made. A default search bar is great, but a nicely styled one that actually matches your report theme is much better. Let's spend a minute customizing its appearance to make it look like it was custom built just for our report. First, let's change the placeholder text. Currently, it's just the default. But by adding a helpful prompt to our users, it really makes a difference. Under formatting options, find the input text and look for the default input text field. Let's change it to something more useful like search by product description. This is a small tweak, but it makes the report much more user-friendly. Now, let's talk about branding. The accent bar is the little color that appears under the text box when I click it. You can change the color to match your company branding or your report theme. I can just go to the accent bar, change the color and move it to the left, and even make the line thicker or thinner. It's a subtle touch that makes the search bar feel like a natural part of the design. Another cool thing is you can change the dismiss button. That's the little X that clears the search. You can customize the color and the size to perfectly match the look and feel of your report. And of course, all the usual standard formatting options are still here to update the title, change the font, add a background, put in a border or a shadow, just like any other Power BI visual. By spending a minute or two in these settings, you can really elevate the search bar from a simple tool to a polished professional feature. Now we want to take the search to the next level, and to me that means handling more than one search term at a time. The best part of the new slicer is its ability to handle multiple search terms at once. Once you turn this on, your users can filter the report for several different items at the same time. With the new search bar, we can just type blue and hit enter, then type yellow and hit enter. It works as an or condition, showing you results that contain blue or yellow. This is a massive improvement for anyone who needs to do quick analysis on specific groups of data. It lets them ask more complex questions and get answers instantly without being held back by a clunky interface. The text slicer is a clear winner for a few key situations. It's best for really large datasets where a list would be way too long to scroll through. If you have thousands of customers, products, or transaction IDs, the search bar is the only sane choice. It's built for users who already have an idea of what they're looking for and they need to find it fast.
If the text filter isn't quite right for your report, maybe you want to add a little bit more structure, try a list slicer. Got a video about that just here.